when are we getting the pizza competition? Very soon.
Obviously, I have a past with food, but it wasn't. I figured out the problem, you know. And I haven't had pizza in a while, and I'm doing really well, and this would be like a treat.
Alrighty, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. A little bit different of a video. Today we are going to be talking about two people. The two people we are going to be talking about is Foodie Beauty and Amberlynn Reid. Apparently they're having some type of feud. They've had many feuds, okay? And before we get into the entire video, anytime I make a video about either one of these women, there are a lot of people that say you didn't talk about this, you didn't talk about that, you didn't talk about this. Both of these women have, you could go down rabbit holes for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours about the terrible things both of them have done. All right, so this video is not attacking either one of them, but it's absolutely not defending either one of them either, okay? But we're going to be talking about a very specific thing that is happening recently that I think is interesting, and I think that, you know, we can focus on here on the channel. Before we get into it, I do want to say, if you enjoy these videos, hitting the like button, I know every YouTuber asks for it. It's kind of cringy, but it really does help the channel out a lot. So if you do enjoy, please hit that like button. All right. So today, there's so much that we kind of have to gloss over, and there's just, it's kind of crazy. All right. But today we are going to be talking about Amberlynn Reid and Foodie Beauty, and Amberlynn is very upset that she feels she is being body shamed by Foodie Beauty's new husband. Yes. Okay. So, taking a step back, Chantal, or Foodie Beauty, got married. Yes. And so this marriage, okay, so a little bit even step back further. So if you don't know much about them, Foodie Beauty, it's very clear that Chantal likes partnership, for lack of a better term, and she really struggles with being alone. Relatable, I understand. And so she has had many men on her channel, on her channel that she has been in love with or lives with or is gonna get married to. This is something that happens often, okay? Now, this most recent one seems to have moved very quickly. A lot of people are labeling it a 90-day fiance type of situation. I don't know how true that is, okay? I don't know. All right. But she is in Kuwait currently with her new husband. And let me just kind of show you the vibes that are going on right now over there. So we see Chantal in her, you know, her vibes. I forget what this is called. I know I'm terrible. I'm sorry. Okay. But let's just play this video.
Never in my life I imagined I would ever be in the Arabian desert.
His job? Is that what it is? All right. My bad.
It's
sorry.
It's so
Quiet.
quiet.
I can hear your breathing very well.
Oh, well, that's, yeah, in any environment, but
He said, I can hear your breathing. I'm sorry. It's so romantic.
wow. Seriously, the silence. If anything to come out here for, the silence, the beautiful nature. Yeah. You're so tall. Oh my gosh.
I mean, he's honestly a pretty good looking dude, in my opinion, you know?
It's 190 centimeters only.
That laugh is a very interesting thing, but those are the vibes, all right, that we're looking at. I just wanted to show you that so you guys don't think I'm making all this up, okay? But what's been going on recently is that one thing that Chantal or Foodie Beauty likes to do is and as you can see in this video, anytime there is a relationship, the people get brought into the channel immediately, which I understand wanting to do that, but a lot of times it's a recipe for disaster. I really struggle with sharing that part of myself because I feel like it opens you up to more criticism, which is something that both of these women get a lot of, right? For good or for bad, regardless, right? But this is something that, you know, it's happened so many times to her, right? She gets a new boyfriend, husband, fiance, whatever. She shares all this stuff about them. And then, to be frank, she gets treated very badly. You know, again, you know, hey, no one's perfect in this story, okay? But she gets treated very badly. The relationship ends, and it's a cycle that happens often, which sucks. It really does suck. But, you know, when you are very much so addicted to that type of, you know, having a relationship, being with someone, you will do things that you probably shouldn't, right? Which is sad, but it's the truth, right? And so, again, I don't know too much about their relationship. You know, hey, I hope it works out, right? But there are some things that are kind of going on behind the scenes. Not really, honestly, not actually behind the scenes. But how does Amberlynn come into this? Okay, well, I'm glad you asked. So, Amberlynn Reid and Foodie Beauty have a very on-again, off-again relationship is the best way that I could put this, okay? So, they'll be friends, and then they won't be friends. They'll be friends, and then they won't be friends. So, I would say Amberlynn Reid and Foodie Beauty are the two biggest weight loss mukbangers on the internet. And I feel like a lot of people kind of know that. And a lot of times, their audiences are very much the same. You know, there's a lot of people that watch Amberlynn Reid that watch Foodie Beauty. There's a lot of people that watch Foodie Beauty that watch Amberlynn Reid. And so when they start going at each other, you know, it adds a little bit of drama, adds a little bit of spice to the videos. You know, people start talking about it, and whenever there's drama, whenever there's spice, there's more views. And so I think that kind of plays a part into it as well. There's been a lot of stuff that has happened in the past with Amberlynn talking about Foodie Beauty's ex-partners and them not liking that, and this whole thing, right? This is, again, hours and hours and hours worth of stuff that we could talk about, but that's not what we're going to talk about here. But recently, there has been kind of a little bit of back and forth between Amberlynn Reid and Foodie Beauty. And this is one of the videos that we are going to play is from that kind of back and forth that was going on. So in this video right here, they're kind of going over, they're doing like a Q&A. This is obviously Chantal and her husband, and they kind of talk about stuff that's kind of going on. And they bring up Zachary Michael. If you're not caught up on all of the lore, everything that's kind of going on, Zachary Michael is he's a reaction channel he's a channel that reacts to a lot of Chantal's and Amberlynn Reid's videos, right? And so that's kind of the context. If you really don't know who I'm assuming most of you guys know who this is, but that's kind of what they're talking about here. Alrighty, so let's play this.
Zachary Michael made a comment apparently that
Who is that? Oh, the hopeless case?
the hopeless case.
Okay.
No, but he's like, the difference is I get like 60K views and you get 15K, girl.
Oh, yeah.
Every single.
So some people had a problem with that, the fact that he did that thing because Zach is he's gay, and so I don't know. Some people have a problem with that, some people don't. But that's one thing that people were kind of bringing up that they're not super happy with. Again, I just always think it's so weird that like this relationship is pretty new, and I don't know. I couldn't imagine doing this with my significant other like at all. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little weird though. But yeah.
Single video of his is picking apart something Amberlynn and I do, being ableist, fat shaming, and just a snobby piece of crap. That's it. So yeah, there you go. We have a cheesecake factory here though. Can Amberlynn come to the Middle East? Okay.
She will finish the chocolates and the food.
Okay, so she asked there, can Amberlynn come to the Middle East? And then he says she would basically, she would finish all of the food. So basically, a fat joke, right? Which, I mean, I don't think I have to say anything, right? Well, Amberlynn had a response to this, which we'll go over. But we're gonna finish this this clip here.
Fat shaming. We're both gonna finish the Salah.
Joking. She can come anytime she wants. She will come.
There you go, Amberlynn. We'll eat all the chocolates together, all right?
It's so delicious, the chocolates, by the way.
Okay, so that's the that's the whole thing, right? And I do think that it's interesting the way that she reacted to that, because let's be real, Chantal is fat, right? Like, I mean, I'm not gonna be, let's be honest, right? And y'all know sometimes people laugh when they feel awkward, like, and so, like, to say that about Amberlynn Reid when you're sitting next to Canadian Amberlynn I'm sorry, okay, that's me, but when you're sitting next to basically a very similar situation type deal, you know what I'm saying? A little silly. But Amberlynn had a response to this, which she put on her a community tab, a community post. And so we're just going to read that as well. Okay. And so this is it right here. Amberlynn, I can't imagine sitting next to someone I am in love with. Amberlynn Reid, I will say, she's a lovebird. All right. She is someone that it definitely seems like relationships are like this. It's like Disney Channel, Disney movie type deal situation. You know what I'm saying? But okay. I can't imagine sitting next to someone I am in love with and have them fat shame a woman all while being big themselves. I mean, I can't. I can't say it. Hey, this got. If y'all know Amberlynn Reid, this has 2.3 thousand likes. That ain't normal. All right. So there's a lot of people that are like, I feel it. But one thing about Amberlynn, she does like to play the victim, and she was handed on the silver platter. Here is your victimhood. Boop. And she took it. She said, W. That's a win for me, right? Okay, I'm sorry. I can't imagine sitting next to someone I am in love with and have them fat shame a woman all while being big themselves. You can't preach about fat shaming and allow your partner to fat shame someone in front of thousands of people. True. Laughing about it is just as bad as making the comment yourself. I have only ever stuck up for Chantal when it comes to her weight, the shaming, the hate, and her marriage. Okay. Why do you gotta... Okay. See, you had me in the first half, you know? Like, but you don't... Come on. Just be like, yo, I've done some messed up stuff, but this ain't cool. You don't need to be like, I have been perfect, and I have never made... Like, come on. Why you gotta go that far, right? All right. Hearing Salah make a fat joke and Chantal laughing afterwards while crying fat shaming is like a damn parody to me. Again, I feel it. Chantal, this isn't even about me at this point. Do you have respect for yourself? If Salah feels this way about me, do you ever wonder if he secretly feels this way about you? I mean, hey. Hey, it's a good point. That's all I'm saying. It's a good point. I think that it's messed up. It's not cool, you know, but at the same time, like I said in the beginning of this video, I'm not sitting here trying to get on anyone's side. I am a not so silent observer on my own side. I have popcorn and I'm watching. All right. But I do think that it's interesting. And again, like I've said before, we've talked about Foodie Booty before. I do think there is a genuine, which is kind of sad, a genuine want to be in a relationship that is a real thing. And, you know, I hope that this is a real thing and it's not just a way for someone to, you know, just be used, right? But I would, like, if I was Chantal, I would really take a step back and think, like, why would he say that about someone that is, you know, very similar, you know, you know, I mean, they're different, but like, you know, to make a fat joke about someone while you're in a relationship with a fat person, you got to be like, come on, you know, you got to at least, hopefully there's some red flags going off in the back of your head. Hopefully you're not just letting that slide. You really got to think about, hey, what does this person think about me? If they say that about her, what do they think about me? Especially if they have watched a lot of your videos where you go on and on about this stuff that you've done, all of the food that you've eaten, and how, like, come on, you got some skeletons in your closet and you should be worried. I would be worried. So again, I wanted to bring this up. I'm kind of curious. What do you guys think? Do you think that like Amberlynn's just completely playing the victim card and there's no room to stand on? Do you think that, hey man, she actually made a good point, right? You know, I think that a lot of people really like to disagree with what Amberlynn says, and I get it. Trust me. I know. Okay? I know. There is a lot of contradictory stuff, but I think it's important to be able to take a step back and be like, yo, hey, that's a W, you know, among many L's maybe, but there's a W in there. But hey, I don't know. What do you guys think? I would love to know what you think. Thank you so much for watching the video. Again, if you got to the end, I would really appreciate a like, a sub, come to the streams. We have a good time. All those things will be linked in the description. I appreciate y'all very much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.